It is time to get nerfed up with this amazing takedown mod. Let's go. Hello friends, hello YouTube, how are you guys doing? Rainbow here with another Nerf mod video. And today I'm going to be talking about a mod that I didn't do myself, but one that I won at a Facebook photo competition some point mid last year. So the blast I'm talking about is of course this one. And it is a modded Nerf takedown and it is glorious. So before we go and talk about all the details that happened to this blaster, let me tell you the story about this. So the group the contest was held in is called NERF'D UP, and there was two categories, and one of them was the armory category, and I won that for armory pictures and things and stuff. Thanks everyone who voted, that is amazing, like I couldn't be more happier. So the founder of the group, the legendary Wade Wilson, or Deadpool as you may know him, shout out man, you're a legend. Yeah, just love you man, awesome. He made this for me, and it was quite funny because when he saw that I won, he was like, oh great, you won, that's amazing. And then it's like, oh shit, you won. Now I gotta bring my A game in terms of paint jobs because you're always spot. And I'm like, dude, oh, that is like the sweetest thing you could have said. But he really killed it with this paint job. I couldn't be happier with how this blaster looks. So one of the reasons why this got to me fairly late is that he took a decent amount of time until he was happy with the paint job that he did. But then I always also wanted something else for him to get and ship, and then, you know, we sorted that all out. And so it got here, I think it was September, October, something around there. And then for some reason, the original grip that he made and included, it got damaged in traffic. Weirdly enough, it was a 3D printed, it was actually the same file, 3D printed pump grip. But for some reason, it kind of got bent during travel. I don't know. Since we couldn't figure out what was wrong, what went wrong, I ended up just printing a new one. And the last reason why this video is taking so long is because I was being swamped with other things and just being lazy and didn't get to it. And I'm really sorry that it took so long, Wade. This blaster is so awesome and I'm really loving it. But enough about that. Let's talk about the blaster and the mod and what happened. So keep in mind that I did this pump grip. Let's talk about his work first. So the paint job is some sort of hydro dip. I don't know exactly how he did it. Probably pink and some weird slashy. I've no idea about these dipping things, but what's interesting is, so it's green on this side and pink on this side, which to me means that, well, he painted the two sides separately, but then so some of the top kind of shows that is like different hydro dips as well, but then there's stuff like this here, which I don't understand, painted on afterwards, or I don't know, but it goes over both sides, and it's fantastic. Like, I really love the sort of two-face kind of thing, and like a fake wood handle, the grips, it's just a great grip from the blaster itself, and it also looks really cool. Like, I really love how this looks. And it's a bit of a shame that the pump grip didn't survive, because he made the pump grip in the same wooden sort of look that this one has, and it looked fantastic. But because it didn't survive, I ended up printing the same file of a pump grip, which I believe is a Franz Foamworks pump grip, and it's on Thingiverse. I'm going to link it somewhere in the description. And I printed it in the respective colors, just pink on that side where the green is and green on the side where the pink is, because I thought that complemented it really nicely. The other little addition that I did, because it was a NERF'D UP group, we got the NERF'D UP group logo right here, and I couldn't help it to just emboss my own logo on the other side. So this is, yeah, that's what I did to this blaster. It doesn't have a name yet. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to call it NERF'D UP, but it's kind of on the nose. So if you guys have any ideas about what to name this, you know, fire away in the comments. Internally, this thing is modded with the Turf RX Pro Spring, and for those of you who've ever had one of those, you know that this is a beast. So the prime is really heavy. Right, there we go. It has an internal magazine, as you know. I'm going to put a couple of balls in there. And now we're ready to fire. And yes, it's that loud. And a heavy... Wow. So yeah, that is pretty loud. The Turf RX Spring is a beast. So this thing is hammering down somewhat about 140. And yeah, I don't know. This is fantastic. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use it in a war, if it's just going to be a display kind of blaster. But since there are no wars at the moment, it's nothing I have to worry about, really. You know, it's going to be a problem for future me. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with how this turned out. Thanks again so much, Wade, for making this. Thanks again to everybody who voted in that contest. So I actually got to get this. It is fantastic. Oh, one last thing that I forgot to show you. You know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to turn on the massive black light and we're going to look at if it glows. Be back in a sec. So it's really different lighting right now. I'm almost blind and boop. There we go. So we got the orange part, the original part's glowing. And yes, obviously the 3D printed parts, they're screaming at you. But that pink is really nice. And I don't know if you can see this on the video. I doubt it. It's really cool because it just sort of like comes out from underneath. I'm going to turn the camera here really quickly. It just kind of comes out from underneath the hydro dip. I don't know if you can see. There we go. That was probably the best I can do. And that's really, really cool. I really like that. The other side, however, not so much. So the green is not so UV happy. Well, it doesn't really matter. The pink is happy as it can be. And so I really got like a funky UV grip. And, ooh, that's nice. Ooh. And yeah, that's fantastic. Let's put normalize back on because I'm going blind. So thanks again, Wade, for making this amazing mod, and thanks for running the NERF'D UP group, and to everyone in there, thanks for being awesome, great community. This is really cool. I'm definitely going to have this around, and yeah, I'm going to have some fun playing with this. This is fantastic, and there's not much more to say. So if you're on Facebook and you haven't checked out that group yet, the link's going to be in the description. And yeah, other than else, same stuff as usual. Make sure to go check out all the videos on screen now. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and check out the social media, and stay tuned for a lot more stuff coming your way. Until then, love and sunshine.